What's up guys, Untitled Studios here, and this will just be a super quick video on my friend's Hoover WindTunnel Bagless. I think, do you still call this a twin chamber? It's a non-self-propelled wind tunnel Bagless. It's not in the prettiest condition in the world, but I went ahead and fixed it for him, and didn't charge him or nothing, simply because he was helping me out because he's buying my old laptop off me. And, after a bunch of stuff has gotten stolen and stuff, I don't want to sell expensive items to random people. So, selling a laptop to a friend is much nicer, much more safe. And he's also buying a TV stand off me, so I'm going to be making like a little over $400. So, I went ahead and fixed his vacuum for him. And I figured you guys would want to see this since it's a pretty collectible, pretty decent vacuum cleaner that a lot of people really like. I prefer the bagged version. But, this one's still nice. I mean, it's still okay. The filtration's obviously much poorer, but it still gets the job done. And, I don't like how heavy it is, but it seems to clean just fine. I just, cleaned it up. I mean, I didn't clean it up per se. Like, it's still dusty and stuff, but I just, haven't done like a full refurb or nothing, but I did repair it because this whole hose assembly down here was completely plugged up with stuff. This wind tunnel section was completely clogged with junk, and the brush roll had a bunch of hair in it. But the brush was good on it, the belt was good on it. Cleaned out the filter, both of the filters, or I guess all three of the filters. And yeah, I got it unclogged, and it works fine now. The only real issue with it, obviously, it's missing the cover and the attachments. The headlight doesn't work, and the height adjustment knob is snapped off. So I don't know what height this is on. It's hard to push on my high pile carpet. But yeah. So that's another reason why I decided not to keep it and swap it out for a different machine, because he'd be cool with that, as long as he gets a good vacuum. But since I noticed it has that broken height adjustment, then I don't want to. It's not really something I'd want to have in my collection. So I don't know why this hose is weird, but yeah, so seems to work. And I guess before we run it real quick, we'll look at the ratings plate. There's still like some crumbs moving around in there. I don't know where that's from, but I did test it and it does work now. So that's the model number, U5752-900, 12 amp model, of course. And I'm trying to think, how do I serial date Hoover vacuums? I'm trying to like glance at this sticker and see if there's any like obvious points where there would be a serial date. I don't think it would be that, because that doesn't look like a year. Maybe someone who's more familiar with Hoovers can teach me how to serial date these out of curiosity. I do have a couple other Hoovers right now. I have the Hoover Steam Vac. I actually have two of them that you probably saw in the video. I have the Hoover Elite Rewind, which is like the third one I've had, and the second that's the newer red color. And I recently got a Hoover WindTunnel T-Series, and that's also a rewind model, so that's kind of cool. So I do still have a couple of Hoovers right now. But yeah, so I got it working, and hopefully my friend will be happy to get it back once he buys a laptop. So yeah, we'll go ahead and run this real quick. we go. It works. Probably should oil the bearings on that brush. That brush doesn't, it turned smooth, decently smoothly whenever I had it in my hands and when it was in the housing, but I'll probably add a couple drops of oil to that just to help it out, and it should be good. So, yeah, the biggest thing that I hate about this machine is that filter just seems to just get dirty incredibly fast, and it just loses suction really, really quickly. But beyond that, it still cleans pretty well. It agitates very well. Again, it's pretty much like every, somewhat budget to mid-range upright. This probably performs very similarly to like, a Power Force Turbo or a, maybe a Eureka Smart Vac might be a little bit better than this. I don't quite know. I never owned one of those. But it's pretty much on the same level as all the other machines that I have. All the, machines that aren't like Dyson Shark. Even Phantom, it's probably pretty similar to my Thunder or something like that as far as cleaning performance. But yeah, also this is obviously like a gray model, but you can tell the plastic has turned green over time. Kind of like a lot of what the old Dysons used to do. And a lot of them still do, but especially the UK early models, like the 01 through the 05, with the really light colored gray plastic. Those ones turn green like this all the time, and I'm pretty sure I don't know how many actually, that's an interesting question. How many viewers do I have from the UK? If you're in the UK, drop a comment below, or Australia, or any other place that had those early Dysons. So if you're in one of those countries, drop a comment below. I wanna see. I'm really curious. But yeah, so that's kind of one thing. It's got some scratches on it. It had like grass and stuff stuck in this section, which I don't understand. But it is functional now, so I'll be able to get that back to him. Too bad I didn't refurb it all up and everything, but honestly, I just have so many vacuums right now that I just don't have the time. So, but hey, it is working now, and it is still cleaner than it was. So at least that's definitely an improvement. Anyway, guys, this is Untitled Studio signing out with my super quick review of the Hoover WindTunnel Bagless Twin Chamber. I cannot wait to get a bagged version of these one of these days and do a more in-depth review on it, because you guys know the drill. When there's machines like this that are available in bagged and bagless variants, I 9 times out of 10 prefer the bagged variant. But this machine is still really nice, and again, I can't wait to get my hands on the bagged, non-self-propelled wind tunnel. I'm glad this doesn't have the self-propel, because I hate that self-propel mechanism. And I also don't like how heavy this is. But it's not, it's not unmanageable. Like, I could work with this, it's just not pleasant, and there are some days where I would not be able to use this. If like, my back starts acting up or something. And I only mention that just for the people who have similar issues, like if you also have back problems, or if you have problems with maneuvering heavy machines. I like to mention whenever vacuums are heavy, so that way for those who that's a feature that affects them and they care about having a lightweight and more maneuverable machine, then it helps them figure out what they actually want. I don't know how much this machine weighs. I'm pretty sure it's around 20 pounds, probably like 18, 20 pounds, probably closer to 20. And compared to something like the Airspeed, like this thing is just super light. I can lift this up. I can punch out the tiles in my ceiling with this if I wanted to, easily with one hand. And this, I cannot do that with. So, anyways, this is kind of a lackluster video, but I figured I would show it real quick since some people probably want to see this, since a lot of people like these machines. But yeah, so that's my friend's Hoover WindTunnel Bagless Twin Chamber. Is that what you would call it? Or would you just call it WindTunnel Bagless? I don't know. You know what this is. So, I'll see you guys in the next video. And I hope you guys enjoyed this one. And for some reason, I keep screwing up with how I end my videos. So, have a good day. Bye.